Hey everyone, welcome back to Happy Hour with Lyndsi. This is our second episode of this segment and I am super excited for this episode tonight. We are going to be making espresso martinis and a honey goat cheese bruschetta. As you could probably see from the last episode, I really like a variety of drinks, and it seems that a lot of the appetizers that I like are Italian based, which is very random, but it goes well tonight. And if you're like me and you need an extra boost of espresso and that caffeine to keep you awake during the day to manage your life, whether it's work, kids, school, anything, you're gonna like this recipe. So, also, we have a really good treat today. I have my good friend Drea as a guest on our show.
Thanks for having me, Lyndsi. Hi, guys.
All right, so are you excited?
I'm so excited. This looks so cute.
Oh,
you did a really great job.
Thank you. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make both of us an espresso martini so we can both try it. So first, of course, we have our shaker cup, and this came with an actual set that I bought on Amazon. I will actually link it below in the description so that if you're interested and you want to get this, you can. It was actually very reasonable and not too expensive. I don't remember. I think it was about $30, but I will definitely link it below for you. So if that you're interested, you can definitely get it. All right. So first we're gonna take our shaker cup and we're gonna go ahead and put some cracked ice inside. I kind of like to do just a little bit extra because sometimes, especially if you're making a cold drink, it helps make it a little frothier. All right, next we're actually going to put the coffee or espresso. I actually just got a bunch of shots of espresso in a cup from Starbucks, told them what I was doing, and they were more than happy to just put it in a cup for me. And I put it in this jar so that I could put it in the freezer and keep it chilled just for a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take this and we're gonna do 1 3/4 ounces of espresso. Since I'm making 2, I'm gonna double the recipe.
It's been a long day. Triple it if you need to.
Oh, I will. No, I'm just kidding. I'm running out of espresso. Spilled it already. All right. Okay. And good. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and we're going to pour the vodka. Again, my vodka of choice today is going to be Tito's. You'll probably see that I use Tito's a lot when it comes to vodka-based drinks because it is my favorite. You can use any type of vodka that you like. It doesn't really make a difference. So I usually put 2 shots in my own drinks. Drea, are you okay with 2 shots or do you want to just do 1?
We could do 5 if need be. Just kidding, guys.
All right, we
2
gotta
is
drink
more than okay.
responsibly. We're just gonna do 2 each, so I'm gonna put a total of 4. All right.
You know that YouTube video where that lady's just constantly pouring vodka?
All right, next we're actually going to be adding some just plain sugar. The recipe calls for 2 teaspoons, so because I'm making this a double batch, I'm gonna put 4 teaspoons.
So excited.
Okay,
I
cool.
like coffee. I like drinking, so the 2 just need to go hand in hand. Seriously.
It's perfect for everybody who actually enjoys coffee and, you know, a little pick-me-up when you're getting a drink at happy hour. Again, these are all supposed to be just drinks that are easy for happy hour that you can make for yourself, for your friends. If you're having like a bachelor watch party, this is actually going to be a really good drink because I mean, we're on the West Coast and The Bachelor doesn't air until, of course, after the East Coast, which is later in the evening. Currently, Bachelor in Paradise is on right now. You know, I'm like a sucker for these shows. But Bachelor in Paradise is on, and I believe it doesn't start until 7 p.m. here on Tuesdays. And it goes until like 9, because I believe it's 2 hours.
I feel like, yeah.
So it's
pretty
so late for our standards because we work all day. So at the end of the day, we're just so tired. But for a bachelor or a Bachelor in Paradise watch party, this would actually be the perfect drink because you could stay awake.
It would have been also really nice when we went to go celebrate your bachelorette little weekend, like, because we went later in the evening, maybe to start off. That What if maybe a
Well,
good
didn't you-
idea?
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. I don't remember what I had that night. Some sort of vodka-based drink, because that's usually
Something
what
with
I get
Tito's
anyway.
probably.
Yeah, something always with Tito's. All right, next we're gonna add some, I'm not sure if you can see this, Amarula. It's really good. The one that I bought here is also from, or is going to be from Total Wine, and it's the Vanilla Spice Cream Liqueur. They do have another one. It's the Amarula, but it has like a fruit or citrus base. That sounded really good, just not with the espresso. So I went with the cream, the vanilla spice, because that sounded perfect for the espresso. Usually when I get coffee at the coffee shop, I usually get like vanilla in it.
And it's
Somehow.
fall, so the spice I think is just perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. Ooh. Imagine
Spice.
if we'd made a pumpkin spice espresso martini.
You know, I was gonna say, but I was
Oh
like,
my gosh. We
maybe
should
it's
have
just
said
too
it.
soon.
Maybe we'll have to do like an extra segment specifically just to make a pumpkin,
For a pumpkin.
espresso martini. That sounds so delicious. Speaking of which, Halloween is coming up.
So excited.
Yeah.
Do you have your costumes yet?
I don't. Oh my gosh. I
Okay.
literally was going to get them the other day and I forgot.
You know, we got time. Whole
Not
month.
really. I feel like I always think I have time and then when I go to order it, it's sold out. And I always feel like I wait till last minute. That's what happened to me last year. I waited to the very last minute last year though.
Have you guys
The weekend of.
decided on Romy's yet?
Yes, so Romy is gonna be Peppa. Actually,
She was gonna do the Peppa Pig?
we were gonna do Peppa Pig, but we changed our minds because she really liked the princess costumes or princess dresses that I just bought at Target.
cute.
So she wanted to be Princess Elsa. She has both dresses, Elsa and Anna. And I think she wanted to be Elsa and she wanted me to be Princess Anna.
Oh.
And then I asked Colton, I was like, maybe we could make it a theme. Like, what are we gonna be?
Can someone be Olaf, please? I need one
Okay,
of them
yes.
to be Olaf.
So I asked Romy, I was like, what do you want Daddy to be? And she was like, Sven. It was like the reindeer.
Okay.
I
Random.
was
She's
so
so
sorry.
creative.
So hard. I was like, you want him to be a reindeer? Oh my gosh. But he wanted to be Olaf.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. So then I asked Romy, I was like, what do you want Donovan to be? And she's like, Kristoff. So I'm like, okay, but you can't have
Aw.
Kristoff without Sven. So maybe we'll just get like, you know, like those blow up costumes where like it
Oh,
looks like you're riding a
yeah,
horse.
Those are fun.
Like, what if we did something like that and Donovan had that? I don't know. So I think that's what we're doing. Otherwise, if worst comes to worst, Romy's just gonna be the Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
I have no clue what I'm gonna be. So anyway, we're gonna shake this. Get real frothy. What are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be myself. I'm just gonna hand out candy to the kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. I mean, you're more than welcome to come trick or treating with us. I don't really know what we're doing.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out if the neighborhood's gonna like hand out candy. Because last year we did that, like we were all kind of sitting around handing out candy and it was really cute.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Good.
Go back to normal.
All right, cool.
That's
We got our
very cool.
chilled martini glasses.
Very chilled.
Drea has extra frothed the drink. I'm very excited.
Frothed
Oh yeah,
up.
I can tell.
Yeah.
It's thick.
It's pretty thick. Extra coffee.
Well, yes, Drea, that is extra frothy. Okay, perfect. Now that we got the lid off, which all of you know already, that's the hardest part for me. It's getting the freaking lid off that thing.
Doesn't it help that it's extremely cold?
Right, I know. My fingers are freezing, and just living in Arizona, anything at this cold is just cold.
A little too thick.
But here we go. We're pouring the second one. I think it might have all went into the first. Yeah, that's like really thick. It's like
Yeah.
popping out like that. I'll take the one with the least amount of stuff so that you can enjoy it fully.
It has been a very long day.
All right. So, and now the next step to just top it off with a little garnish. You can put little coffee beans. I usually make a French press in my house, so I have coffee beans usually always, but you don't have to do this. It just makes it look a little cuter. So I usually just place 3 to kind of like look like a little fan. It doesn't really make a difference how it looks, so you can just kind of place it anywhere. You can put like the trio together, you can put it in the middle, you can put it on the side, however you like.
The little espresso beans make the difference.
But it's cute.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. All right, and now for the grand reveal. It's the taste test.
Shall we?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, well, cheers.
Cheers.
So we're definitely excited about these espresso martinis, and now we're going to be moving on to the appetizer, which tonight, again, we're going to be making the honey goat cheese bruschetta. So you'll see the ingredients here. We have a loaf of sourdough bread that I bought from Sprouts. You can get it at any local like farmer's market or grocery store that sells like fresh produce and fresh bread. We have a goat cheese log here that we're going to cut into slices. We have fresh thyme that we're going to be ripping the leaves off of, the stems. In here I have honey, which here I just got local honey that we had again at our local pharmacy, or I'm sorry, local farmer's market. And then also I bought some lavender drops. So these are edible lavender drops, and I put a little bit in the honey, mixed it up to make some, of course, lavender honey. And it smells really good.
It does smell really good.
Yeah.
You might just have to put it over one of those like slow burners to let the house smell.
Right. I feel like this would be so good in tea.
Right?
Oh my gosh, like at bedtime. And we have chopped walnuts as well. So now we're just gonna get started. So basically I'm just gonna cut the bread and then we can toast it. We're gonna put it on the frying pan to just heat it up on both sides. I already put some olive oil in the pan with a little bit of salt and sugar, just a tad.
Ooh, the sugar.
In the olive oil.
Nice
yeah.
touch.
So, all right. All right, we have cut the bread into some good sized pieces, and now we're going to go ahead and move it to the frying pan with a little oil and sugar. Now that our bread is nice and toasted, we have it here in our pan. We're gonna go ahead and move the pieces carefully to our bread slab. And now we're gonna go ahead and put the goat cheese on top. All right, so we're just gonna put the cheese. I tried to do little slices, but for some reason it came out in just more of crumbles. So perhaps it needed to chill for a little bit longer, but honestly the crumbles work fine because it just gives the extra flavor.
Crumbles they are. It looks
I'm
cute.
actually really excited to try this because I feel very hungry and I'm excited.
The cheese just looks so fresh. I don't know what it is about just like crumbled cheese, feta, like all of it. It just makes it feel
from
a little.
Sprouts.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay, we have the goat cheese. So we're just gonna go ahead and start placing these on our little plate here. I put little baby breath flowers on here to kind of make it look a little nicer, especially if you're having like a cocktail party. It will help with the aesthetic of just like a nicer looking appetizer, and you can just arrange it in the way that you want. It doesn't really make a difference. You can honestly just put it on a regular plate, because if your guests are more concerned about the taste of your food and not necessarily the presentation, then it doesn't make a difference. But depending on your crowd of people, if you want to spice it up or spruce it up, you can make it look like this or whatever. So then next, what we're gonna do is we have thyme. So we have fresh thyme that I got also from Sprouts, which is like a local farmer's market. We're gonna take little pieces here, and they're so tiny. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
They're so tiny.
Something about fresh just.
It smells so good.
What do you fresh
Oh my
on?
gosh. We're just basically like rip the leaves off carefully and just kind of sprinkle them on.
Oh, this is freaking adorable. smells so fresh. It still smells. I love it.
It smells really good.
This whole,
All right,
just the aroma going on right now.
Yeah.
Coffee, fresh herbs.
I'm so excited
That's
to eat this.
that's a wake me up right there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Definitely. All right. So next we are, so you can do this either one of two ways. You can put the honey on top. You can do the honey first and then the walnuts, or you can do the walnuts and then honey. What I'm going to do is the walnuts and then honey because I like honey to be the last.
Oh, like to put it
piece
over
to
the
drizzle.
walnuts?
Yeah, to drizzle over the walnuts. So we're just going to take a little bit of walnuts here and just kind of sprinkle like a little bit over the pieces.
I'm excited. Yes.
All right. Oh, it looks so good. All right, the last step we're gonna do is we're gonna take the honey, which again, I took just regular local honey and I put some lavender drops in and I mix it together to make some lavender honey. And I have this little honey stick that's helpful for drizzling. So I'm just gonna take this. We're just gonna drizzle. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it looks so scrumptious. So nice.
All right, perfect. So now we have our honey and that's it. It's all set and you can just serve it immediately. And I'm sure your guests will love it, especially if they like Italian dishes, simple dishes. This is perfect for vegetarians, people of all, I guess, food
Taste?
preferences.
Yeah, preference.
Food tastes. So yeah, let's try it. Oh my gosh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like the perfect like sweet and salty.
Oh, there's
And
the
the crunch.
honey.
Oh my gosh.
No.
This is good. This is a winner. This is a winner right here.
And this is so perfect. It was very easy to make. If you have an active lifestyle, why not?